6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touch. And it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Come on, set. 30 base. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
51, Mike 51. Here we go, here we go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Set. 10 Lobo.
QB's traps. Let's go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be second and 11.
Second and 11 at the 46-yard line.
Set up. 18 Gator.
Army. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Hey.
80 weapon.
Tighten up.
Snap.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on third.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51.
Hey!
Go, Mike 51.
Right. Let go.
They're going to look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
The Colts send out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line.
Let's go. 17.
They go with Washington to begin the drive. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
Partner, I think that play echoed a short yardage run. I know they're backed against their own goal line, but when they stack the defensive line like that, if you find any type of a crease, you're up to the third level before you know it.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
First down, Rams.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41.
58, right over there.
Operating from the gun, Love. He's able to find Wallace. That one goes for 24 yards. You think back to the Super Bowl against New England, the Rams never even got into the red zone in that game, and now here they are in the red zone on their opening drive with a first down.
Come on, set. 18 Davis. Shotfield. Ready.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. This one caught by Isabella. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Back to the ground, Cook. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
And as runners, you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Let's go now, let's go now, let's go now. 10 Lobo. Ready, go.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And it's caught for a Rams touchdown by Brandon Cooks. Brandon Cooks, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Josh Lambo now for the point after. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead.
Next to score, Rams 7, Colts nothing. Josh Lambo set.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They run the counter. It's Horton. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis, and also moved the sticks.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Got it. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll try the left side. It's Horton. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Hey, wahoo!
Now they'll run on the draw. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
2nd and 6. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
Let's go now. Hey, come on. Go. Return. Watch the turn. 51, Mike. Mike 51. In your face.
Off play action. Chapman. Going deep downfield for Ross. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
I'm coming. Check 3. Go. Check 50.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here we go. 60 out long. Watch time.
We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports.
Strip that ball.
Back to throw. Chapman. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here.
Be a long day for you.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
There's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
51's the mic. 51's the mic.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares.
To throw again. Chapman. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The Colts on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and forever. From the gun, Chapman. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete. David Long, the rookie from West Virginia, there defensively.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
And the Rams first down.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Love. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
How about the timing on that one? Well, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. And he completes it to Cohen. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
First down, Rams.
Throwing on first down. Love. And he slings one that's incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Jim.
On 2nd down, Cook. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Love. That ball complete to Isabella. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Andy Isabella, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Lambeau to add on the extra point. And that one makes this a 19-point game. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Check nickel, 66.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Setting up the screen for Cook. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
80 weapon. Here we go, D. Get off the field.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
51 tonight. I'm here on God's track.
Operating from the gun. Love. And that is incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
On is Josh Lambeau for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And that will extend their lead now up to 22. So not sure how they feel about that. They had golden field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery, but they went backward and then got 3.
Well, let's go from gold to silver, because the silver lining is they got the 3, right? You were talking about the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. That has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce. Always. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive, a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
On 2nd down now, it's Horton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Hey, let's go. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got?
On first down, Chapman. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. To throw on third down, Chapman. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
Off the play fake, Chapman. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Strong safety Landon Collins, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing again, Chapman. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
Hey, let's go. Come on. All day, baby. All day. Undercrush.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Chapman. And the pressure gets to him again. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Come on, set. 18 Gator. Blue there. Check 24. Smile, 64, weak. Go.
You gotta get moving, man. Man, move it. You gotta get that. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
There you go.
On 1st and 10, Love. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Check. Hot. Tight door. Ready, go.
To throw again. Love. Got his man there. It's Wallace complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 23 yards the pickup there.
And the Rams first down.
Alpha.
throwing on first down. Love. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Washington, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Chad Hunt, 60, orange. Pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Mike 51.
On third down, Love. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Jordan. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. Off play action. Love.
I got a kick out of that one, Park.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, L.A. Andy Isabella with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's the 25-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off the play fake. Chapman. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Brian Burns. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
We want it. Come to my world.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Chapman. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
Let's go.
Looking to throw. Chapman. And he's got the hook up to Moore. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They run the counter. Horton. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
2nd and 7 at the Rams' 31-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down. Chapman. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis, and also moved the sticks. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Man, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about, in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds, because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two, because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down.
Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Mike 2. Mike 2. Here we go.
From the gun, Chapman. And it's caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Chris Warren, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will cut this lead down to 25. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go! First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Love. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. And that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Love. This is caught. It's Cooks. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And that one results in 35 yards.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush. A lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Cook. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Love. He gets it to Cooks. Touchdown, L.A. Brandon Cooks. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air, because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Back to throw. Chapman got his man complete over the middle. That's Horton. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. With 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Chapman. He's going to air one out. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit. And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 22 and a first down. And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football. Yeah, you're talking about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point. No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. Flushed out right. Going for it. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. In for the score. And thanks to the interception, the Rams offense cashes in for 6. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it? It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win. So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all. Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards, first down. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Looking to throw. Chapman. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he? And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Chapman. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To throw again, Chapman. And he comes back with one complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. first down.
Chapman.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And it's for pride now, but the Colts get a bit closer. Point after, right down the middle, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. That's always puzzled me a little bit.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Go.
Operating from the gun. Low. He's got his man. That's Wallace. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him 6 yards in the first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's again to Cook. They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first, here's Washington. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down L.A.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Cook. And he gets it down to the 32. It was Jordan Evans making the play defensively.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Cook. They'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Los Angeles, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. So for our entire crew...